Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the next part of my Let's Play Pokemon Crystal. I'm Oswald from Oswald Gamer, and let's get on with this. The last episode we were sent to Professor Oak from Professor Elm, and let's carry on with this. So we'll just get right up here, first random encounter of the day, and of course I have to fight a Caterpie. Amazing. With this grass Pokemon. Which, once again, thanks to Cynic and Mr. No One for the great idea of me to start with this. Oh, string shot. God. I really hate these random encounter fights, but I have to do a little bit of grind, even though I've already said I'll try to limit it. But the reason I sort of have to do it is, of course, for the sake of the XP. But again, I'll try to limit it. And I just missed. How lovely. But these random encounters, it really makes you wonder how many Pokemons is there, because, you know, you walk 2 steps in the grass and you already encounter something, and you beat it, and then you walk 2 steps again and you encounter another one. Yet another Caterpie. Probably, yeah, even the same level and sex. I mean, there must really be a lot of them out of there. But of course it could be the ones that have fainted that's already back up, but I don't really think it's that. I mean, by the way, when a Pokemon faints, how exactly does it heal up? Does it just lie down and take a nap? I mean, isn't it sort of unresponsible for you as a trainer to leave something that's fainted out in the wild? On the other side, there's actually never been any kind of evidence that Pokemons eat each other. But they might do. And if that's the case, well, we are playing as one of the most evil person in the world. Really. I mean, just leaving somebody out there beat up, fainted, you know, they're just lying around there, waiting for the cruel fate. Once again, just give us the chance to catch them when they fainted. I mean, another Caterpie. Is that all that is there? I guess. I'm pretty sure there's supposed to be Pidgeys as well, not pigeons. Oh well, it's sort of the same thing. Certainly, I believe it's the animal the bird is copied from, or birds in general. And almost. And here we got Professor Oak's house and another one of these undescribable berry plants, tree, bushes, something. I don't really know. A PSN cure berry. Is that really the scientific name for that sort of berry? I mean, it's pretty handy it's named after its effect, but yeah, it still doesn't really sound right. And I just received an egg, a mystery egg to be exact. But it'll probably be some time before it hatches. I mean, normally when I play through this game, my egg will hatch around the 3rd city. Or 4th, I believe it is, if you count the city you start in as one of the major towns. Research, Professor Elm, Professor Oak, blah blah blah. You seem to be... No, I'm not. I don't really want to help you, but I don't really have a choice in the matter. I received a Pokédex, so we'll soon be ready to really get on with this adventure. And we got some more. Yeah, and he just sort of like heals us with magic, I suppose. And the first couch, which we can't sit on, we can't do anything. Which really makes it an ineffective couch, I would call it. And our first cell phone call. Yeah, and he needs our help again. He's not really self-dependent at all. You know, he's just constantly counting on us to deal with his things. Which is sort of annoying, but you know, it keeps the game going. And that's typical. Right at the last step of grass, we'll encounter something, and something different this time. But then again, it'll just be useless XP grind until we actually get to catch something. It uses tackle as well. At this point it's just a headbang battle. versus a severely overpowered opponent. You know, I'm actually surprised that wild Pokemon never run away in these sort of battles when they, you know, they receive the first tackle and they already feel kind of faint. Razor Leaves, yay! And they just stay there. I mean, why? Another berry. Yes, item pocket. Very good. Berry. And we receive another one. I mean, these berries are very good at this point of the game, but it won't be long before they're pretty much worthless, unless you need to train something very low level. I will just give one right here to make sure. I mean, I always hated losing trainer fights in these early parts of the game, even though it's very rare it actually happens. And yeah, I knew there was a Pidgey down here. Ooh, level 4, that would actually be nice to catch, but we can't. I mean, training something for level 2 is just... it's so annoying. I mean, catching something level 4 or even level 5 in this early part of the game often helps a lot, but there's nothing to do about it. I actually believe that you can encounter some level 5s in this area, but it's very rare to happen. But yeah, typical again. 2 steps left, and another encounter. And another oversized bug. Like Windows, hey! Oh well, I mean, I use Windows, so... yeah, I'll shut up about that. And again, we'll just need to get past this point, and we'll be able to take on our first opponent once we get a little further. Actually, just down here. We'll just need to heal up again at this, the first of the, I believe, 16 or 18 siblings we'll encounter throughout this game. Which is sorta insane amount of siblings, especially that they all look alike, because you know there's a lot of other Pokemon games which trying to do the same thing. I mean, there's a lot of siblings. I mean, it's amazing. Yeah, so this will be our rival throughout the game. She hasn't got any name yet, and they'll of course always choose the Pokemon that's good against our starter, but it doesn't really matter. I mean, there's 3 levels between us. So it's really hard for them to get over that level deficit. I believe it's called. I mean, English is not my native language, but I'm trying. And again, just another Headbang battle. This is like, yeah, you know, Metal Festival without all the good music. Oh, a critical hit. That's nice. Doesn't mean we'll get through this a little faster. It's actually sort of strange, because I've often seen people in a lot of different games complain about critical hits, but I've never heard anybody complain about it in Pokemon. But that might have something to do with there's a lot of moves that have increased chances, lower chances. There's actually a move to increase your chance of making critical hits with all your attacks. It could be something to do with that, but I believe in many games, I mean, there's always items and that sort of thing to increase your critical chance. And we'll encounter another bird, which should just fly away, but again, I mean, these wild Pokemon doesn't seem to own common sense. But whatever, we'll just roll with it. Come on, advance the level, please. Yeah, 2 hits, nice. That means once again we can get on with this a little faster. And that guy is still standing there. What does he actually... I want to take a break, so... saved my... Alright, I know this is a game and all, but he isn't supposed to say that. I mean, I saw something similar, I believe, in Cynic's Let's Play of Zelda, where characters would say things about the game. I must admit, I find that very strange. But I mean, I actually believe it's a pretty good way to to sort of put it in the game. But the problem is, I believe, if somebody was totally new to this kind of game, didn't know how to save, I mean, maybe they wouldn't look in the menu. Most people would, but if somebody didn't, there actually wouldn't be any instruction unless you knew to talk to that guy about it. So, for us who already know how these games work, I think it's a nice thing, but if somebody totally new came to this, they wouldn't actually get that information. But then again, as I talked about in my last video, I mean, I don't believe anybody who plays this game has picked it up without knowing what Pokemon actually is. And I mean, I remember from when these games started coming out, I mean, half the people I knew played them and had already figured out pretty much everything about it. I mean, there were people who, within a week of getting the game, you know, already, especially in the red and blue game, I remember to find Mewtwo. I mean, they already knew the way they had to go, and not by any help, you know. They just walked the way without even looking back. So I always feel people can always help you with this game, even when we were so young, we didn't know how to search for walkthroughs on the internet. There was no problem. So the fan base of this game and the knowledge people has about them is extreme, which is, I believe, a good thing, because you can always get help, and help is always nearby. As long as you know somebody who owned a Game Boy Color, you could get a lot of assistance with these games. And we finally got some Pokeballs, which makes me wonder, what are they made of? I mean, you throw them in the head of Pokemons, and I don't want them to be made out of steel or anything. So the mandatory, I'll show you how to catch a Pokemon. I believe there is in pretty much any game, which is strange, because now they're giving us information. They want to tell us how to catch Pokemon, but not how to save the Pokemons we've catched. So I believe that's an odd design choice, but again, you know, most people know these games. Yep. That's how you do it. Alright, let's get on, and maybe we'll actually find something worth catching. I mean, I've thought a lot about catching a Pidgey, as I mostly do, but for the sake of this Let's Play, I think I'll do things a little different than I usually do them. And wow, that actually missed. Come on. Thank you. Almost at the next level. Good. By the way, talking about the next level, you should totally check out the site. One more level. There's there's 2 games actually called, I believe there's only 1 level they're called. You should really check those games out. They're really good brain teasers. Although some parts are really hard to get through without a walkthrough, but it's still pretty funny. We spent a lot of time on that, me and my friend. No, why did I? Oh, damn it! Why did I do that? Come on, I just want to get on with this. We want to start doing something productive instead of, well, you know, we have to get through the starting area anyways. So we might as well get the XP we can while doing it. And we will just have to get down here. Get into town. Heal up old guy still. He's just standing there waiting to talk to me. I mean, that's a little creepy, I have to say. Healing up. I don't know why that machine plays music. I mean, it's just a hospital. Oh well, it's not just a hospital bed. It's some kind of super healing device. Wonder if they use it on humans. But that's it for this time, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for watching. If you liked it, yeah, well, please thumb up, comment, subscribe, anything. Check out Mr. No One and Cynic's channel. You can find them through my channel. And that's it for this time. Oswald out. Thank you.